I'll put it here, because I don't know where to put it. And I might as well go off topic on this server. Put it here too. Maybe somebody will watch that. Oh, here's a cool thing. Unlike when I do my other streams, since this isn't a full screen game, I can look at chat on my side. Oh, my controller is disconnected again. It happens all the time, man. I have to... Oh wait, never mind. Okay, no, it's working. But this is my mod, everybody. I know it better than anyone else does. Pointless cutscene. I wish I could skip this. This mod's pretty different from most for this game. It's a lot more friendly than the other ones, I'd say. It might make it a bit easy, but I see it as better. This mod will not require a whole bunch of grinding. You might need to grind a bit if you're not doing too good. I mean, if you're good like me, you barely need to grind at all. But if you're newer to the game, you will need a little bit. But you never have to grind that much. For the little bit of grinding that you do, all it really does is make the game easier. But not impossible. Okay, so the RNG roll for my starter deck got Oxide, okay. Same as Zero Suit. Yeah. Ooh, I got Umi as my starter? Wait. Yep, I got a Polar, so I can actually use that combo. Now, let me explain colors for you. White text. Normal cards that don't really do anything special. The passwords are on the card like it is in a range, so that you don't need to use Taya Online to see it. Though I do have Taya Online updated anyway, just in case. And there's a couple cards like Mirror Shield and the Exodia pieces where there isn't really a way to know without Tay Online, unfortunately. But I do have it updated for those cards in particular. Though it might be a bit weird, but white cards can technically have something. Certain white cards will have extra equipability. They will still be white, but that's about it. Yellow cards. There are cards that can be fused with something to become something else. So whenever you see yellow text, you know that you could fuse it with something. Orange. These are ritual materials. Cards that can be used for a ritual card. I know rituals suck in this game, but I couldn't resist but add a few rituals anyway. And plus the results are really strong cards. And, at least in earlier game, and against certain opponents that don't like to attack your face downs much, you could pull off these if you're really careful. Oops. Hold on. Red. These cards are special. They have abilities that were programmed using a special tool, or they just have very special fusibility, where it's not normal fusibility but special, or it has a special ability that is unnatural to the normal game, and that's what red is. As you see, the Deku Scrub can give you life points when you play it, which is unique to this card only. This is the only card for all monster cards that give you health. You would have to use a magic card to get health otherwise. Yep, that's the colors. There's 2 other colors, but you won't see them until you play the game more. There's green, which essentially means it's the final stage of a fusion. Whenever you see a green card, it means that that's the end of a fusion. Though 90% of the time in this game, there is only one fusion stage anyway, so it's pretty self-explanatory. But Chaos is different. He has multiple stages, so he only becomes green after you fuse him enough. And then finally, there's blue cards, which is ritual monsters. After you use materials to fuse them or ritual them, whatever. This is a fine deck. Alright. Now I need a reset. Unfortunately, that's just how FM mods work. You gotta do it. Now, there is Duel Master G in Free Duel. I'm not going to duel him, though, because I don't need him. But he exists mainly as a way for weaker players to get a head start on a lot of the early game by giving you really strong cards if you can beat him. He gives you a lot of useful cards that help you throughout the game. But if you play without dueling him, the game, you actually will need to use your noggin on some of these duels. It won't be that easy. Now, we need to duel Simon first, because if we don't, then we'll never be able to duel him. Now, he's not the easiest anymore. In the original game, he was, like, ultra weak. I'm gonna tell you that the character that replaces Tayana is actually the new weakest character. Though Jono's new character is also weak as fuck too. But Simon is not. Simon actually has a deck that can compare to your starter deck and actually has a good chance at beating your deck. Now his strategy, his deck is mainly level 3 monsters mostly. And he also has Master Sword in his deck, which can equip to light monsters and give them 400 more points. Equips give 400 in this game. And although it's rare, if you let him, he can ritual into Majora. And if that happens during a first playthrough, unless you have Dark Hole, you're screwed. There's nothing in your deck that will beat Majora. But that's only if you let him summon it. The newest download has a AI thing with it, which tells you things like the attack probability on face downs, magic probability whenever set magic is called, and stuff like hand size and stuff. This guy actually has 6 cards in his hand, so he's slightly better than 5. But he drops pretty good cards, though. I mean, at least good cards for early game. He drops good early card game. So beating him is actually a good idea. I wanted to, since 3D battles don't work in this game, I decided to find a place for all the 3D battle music somewhere. So this song is specifically used only for Simon. I'm gonna put this guy in Mars. Yep. I've played this game too many times, so I kind of already memorized all the cards that did play. Simon really likes, a lot of his cards are like Jupiter. A lot of them anyway. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. I'm putting out Zero Suit now. Saturn, because it might be weak to his Jupiter, but he also has his own Saturn, and he even has a couple of Uranus cards. I'm going to use it to defend, though. Ooh, it was Young Link. Too bad. Not enough power. Tommy can't take him out. As you can see, with your starter deck, Simon's cards are pretty tough. It's very likely that you're gonna need to pick cards from your hand. You're gonna have to just toss a bunch of your cards if you want to beat him. You kind of need to rely on your best cards in order to take him out. It's super unlikely because the probability out of 2048 is super low, but Simon can play a Waluigi, and Waluigi has 1700 defense and can equip to anything, which means he can equip Master Sword. That combo can actually be really hard to beat over early on. Taking out the Happy Mask Salesman. He can weaken your spellcasters if you place that. Ah, brought out the Scatula. Now, I'm gonna hope on RNG right now. Okay, I draw one of my good cards, because he'll wreck me if I don't. This card's good, because put it in Sun. He doesn't have a Mercury card in his deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no he doesn't. I don't think... Yeah, Happy Mask Salesman's Venus, I think. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Young Link's gonna take a while. I need to get I need Oxide. If I get Oxide, I could sweep him. The only way that he might fight back is if he actually happens to get a Waluigi out. For him to get Majora, he needs to have a Young Link, a Happy Mask Salesman, and a Skull Kid on the field. And then he needs to use Dark Mask Ritual. Which could happen. It's possible. I've seen it happen before. If you're weak or if you're having trouble knocking out his Happy Mask Salesman and Young Link, and he already has a back row card at the same time, because you know they both have 1400 defense. If he happens to play Skull Kid and then plays the Ritual on that turn, then you might as well reset, because you're doomed at that point. Bianca's a decent card when you get her. She fuses into a bunch of things, but they're mainly magic cards and not necessarily the best magic cards. But it's useful at least. It's a little useful. I just need some fodder. Gotta attack with the Luma again. It's very likely, it happens a lot, but when you duel Simon first, the duel ends up The duel generally takes a while to win, since he has a lot of cards that can wall out your cards. So, yeah, this duel usually never goes by fast on a first run. There we go, got Power Pellet. That's great. That's spellbinding in this game. There's the Skull Kid. I kinda hate that the AI is forced to always play their strongest card, because it actually makes some strategy ideas I planned for some decks not work. Because I feel like they don't account for long fusions sometimes, and they'll just play the highest attack and be like... And they especially won't recognize special abilities. In my latest version, I decided to put Pac-Man on Demise, but then I realized that since his base is so low, he probably won't use it until really late in the duel. Just because of the stupid AI. I'll just show you what this does. It's not great. It's nice if you're in a bind, give yourself some health, but that's about it. Fun fact, I don't know if this is an oversight, but whoever programmed the life point gain special ability, this does not apply to regular magic. But if you use Deku Scrub, your life points can actually exceed 8,000 and go to 9,999 for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. Ah, Peregrine was one of his better cards. It can also equip with anything. It can actually equip with even more stuff than Waluigi. So you can put Master Sword on that too. That's too bad. I can't beat over his Kremlin. Ah, there goes. That's like probably his best card that actually has a chance to come out is Doc Lewis. Doc Lewis is good for his deck. Waluigi is technically stronger, but Doc Lewis has a good chance of coming out of the deck. The Zor armor gives water monsters attack, and since Polar is water, it'll work. Ooh, this is a bit tricky. He has a lot of his... He might just deck me out before I can beat him this time. It's not likely it will happen, but he does have a low chance to have Glass Joes in his deck, and I rarely see this because, like I said, the AI seems to have this attack priority thing that it does, and he could fuse him and Glass Joe into Tower Defense Glass Joe. Now this doesn't power up my monster immediately, but it's okay. Simon does not have any cards that get a boost from C, so it doesn't matter. Oh, speak of the devil, he actually has Waluigi. I have Oxide. Better late than never. I need that to take out Doc Lewis's 1500 defense. Now I should be able to start mowing him down. Hopefully deplete his life points with the few cards I have left. I can lure Waluigi with this. Though his attack probability is like 50% or something like that. So he won't always go for it. Ah, shoot. Bad guess. Gotta take that Doc Lewis out. Get Guardian Star advantage, take this out. Nope. Nah. I think I'll win this in time. There we go. Waluigi took the bait. Now I can take him out. I don't have fiends on my field, so that doesn't matter. I got this. As you can see, I got life points from that. Yeah, I can win this in time. I'm going to style on him. Attack him with Von Clutch. Just because I feel like it. There we go, I win. Yeah, Simon can be tough if it's your first time. If you're not confident in defeating Simon, then I recommend Dual Master G a couple times. It will make it easier for you. Got a Kremling, a Paragoomba, hey! Zerasuit, Midna, and Squirtula. That's not bad. Honestly, even if you get the worser cards that he drops, it's always better than what you start with. Hope you enjoyed seeing Simon, because aside from side characters, everyone you'll see from now on will be different. Still no one in chat. God damn. Oh. Yeah. Paragoomba isn't amazing, but he's pretty good for early game because you can equip anything on him. Any equip you can think of works on him. And Waluigi can do almost all of them, but you can never get Waluigi until the end of the game. He doesn't get dropped until super late. It's Peach, everybody. She's kind of the new Simon, essentially. Though maybe Knuckles is. Knuckles and Peach are both really weak for different reasons. Knuckles' base cards are better, but he barely has any strategy that really helps him. Like, he has such a basic deck. The only thing Knuckles has is the, Shovel Claws. He can have 3 copies of it. Gives him a 400 point boost on an Earth monster. And a very, very, very low chance that he'll have a stop defense. But that's not a big deal. Peach, on the other hand, her cards are the weakest cards in the game, but she has a few decent fusions she can pull off. She can get Chaos Zero, she can get Toadette, she can get Paragoomba, and her scariest card is the Paratroopa, which has 1400 attack and 1800 defense. So that could potentially make her tough if she gets that card out. But most people will beat her before she does that, unless the RNG is just perfect on her side. She gets it right away. You're gonna have to get around it, but then after that, she should be weak. Her hand size is 5, by the way. And her attack prop is like 60% or something. Yeah, Cream is one of her stronger cards. She fuses Cream and Chao together to create Chaos Zero. It's not a good fusion, but I just kind of have it in the game as a early game opponent fusion, essentially. I'm just gonna keep attacking with Tommy first. Naughty is probably like the worst card in the game. I think Naughty might actually be like probably the worst card in the whole game. Make the duel a little more interesting. As you can see, she plays very weak cards. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, she also has Fake Trap, which is Paul Coin, as a trap card, but that's not a big deal either. As you can see, even with your weakling cards you start with, you could still pound her. Next turn should be the end. Peach is one of her main cards too, because it fuses with Toad, and it becomes Toadette, which is slightly stronger than Chaos Zero, just slightly. Toadette is actually a super good card in this game, and there's a low drop rate of it in this duel. It's like 23 or something. But if you get it, it will help you throughout pretty much the whole game. Though you need to have a healing magic card in your deck for her to be useful. Red Koopa's alright. Toad, okay. Naughty, Goomba, and Deku Scrub. Nope, she drops trash this time. Deku Scrub is nice, but I don't need it. Now we're gonna talk to someone else. Villager 1 is Coco. She's stronger than Knuckles and Peach, but not by that much. The main thing about her is that she could use TNT Toss, which is basically just, I forget which card it is. The one that does 500 damage to your opponent's life points. And she also has Mirror Shield, which deflects the TNT Toss to the opponent. I know, crappy-ass cards. Other than that, basically, she doesn't really do anything. She just has monsters that attack you. She also has a 50% attack rate for face downs and has a 5-card hand. She will use a lot of Jupiter, though. Let me see the new cards again. No, I don't. Red Koopa is the only good one that I got out of this. At least good for now. Honestly, if you actually manage to get Paragoombas off of Simon, there's no reason to have regular Goombas in your deck. Let me show you what I mean about that 8,000 thing. See? It went over 8,000. Deku Scrub is the only card in the game that lets me do this. I recommend not trying to play Saturn in this duel. Ooh. RNG. That's one of her best cards. That's pretty much like her strongest card in her deck is Zabijan. That and Coco herself are like the best cards in her deck. Zabijan's an alright card mid-game. It's one of those cards that have extra equipability. There's Coco, the other big monster she has. Yep. It's a good thing I drew Oxide earlier. This duel might have taken a bit of time if it didn't. Nah, I had enough other good cards that would beat over hers. There's that Kremling I got from Simon. That's Polar. That should be easy to beat over. Coco should be done for after this. That's Wily. That has to be. Yep. shoot. I don't like those as drops. Now, this is just a recommended thing. I don't want to, I'm actually going to do it, but, this guy is intended to be stronger than the other villagers by quite a bit. In fact, he's even stronger than Simon is. And you could beat him on the first run. And it will help you if you do. Though, the original intention of him was to duel him in Egypt 2. Because Villager 2 will still let you duel him after you return from the tournament. He's meant to be dueled there. I know there's nothing in the game that says this, but I'm just telling you now. He's possible to beat. Though, after the tournament, Spyro will be pretty easy. Now we have Cranky for Villager 3. Cranky is stronger than Coco, but still weaker than Simon. Cranky's deal is that he likes defense. He likes to defend. His whole deck is about stalling you out. He has healing spells, he has Fake Trap again, he has monsters who for the most part, whose defense exceed their attack. And his face-down attack probability is a measly 20%. So he will not go for your cards often either. He will try to defend a lot. Yeah, no, I'm not adding those. Yep, that was Gold's Cthulhu. Gold's Cthulhu is a card that only Cranky uses and only Cranky drops. It's not great, but it is a decent card. It will, if you fuse 2 Gold's Cthulhus, you can get a forest without needing forest. And, also, it increases your insect's attack and defense by 300. Yep, he was gonna be Diddy. Brother Cthulhu. Glover is pretty good if you can get the fusion, which Cranky drops the other fusion material. He drops Cross Stitch. He has Cross Stitch in his deck as well. And that's the end of Cranky. Also, all the dialogue I tried to write, to make it sound like the character who's talking. Cranky's very arrogant, and he thinks he's the best ever. Polar, well, Cross Stitch, that's nice. Banana Bunch and Kamek. Hey, Kamek's good too. You'll see later on why Kamek's good. No, you must have cheated! Donkey Kong 64 joke, lols. Now we're going out. The same ass story with Knuckles. Peach is like, ew, disgusting. All these stupid mages, all the stupid crap Ganondorf has done, ew, basically. And Eggman is Seto in this game. You were a fool to face my superior intellect. Say what? Perfect thing for Knuckles to say. Buzz off, knucklehead. I have no time to let amateurs. I lost, or I was defeated by Eggman. You okay? No, I am very angry now, stupid know-it-all. You sound jealous, knucklehead. Is there anyone here who does not totally suck anyone? I kind of wish there... I would love to hear like a Mike Pollock version of these lines. And a Dan Green version of Knuckles' lines. He does have unique dialogue for both choices, by the way. And Knuckles has unique dialogue for you saying denying, or for you refusing the offer. So both offers have their own unique dialogue. And Knuckles does have dialogue if you choose not to duel Knuckles. He's quite rude. Now, if everyone's probably wondering what's up with the text being weird, have you seen the text in the hex editor? It's really weird and confusing, and there's all these commands you gotta fucking figure out. And I know that Kenny made a tool to make it easier, but I was already done with the text by the time he released it anyway, like pretty much. And even in there, I'm still not fully sure how it all works. And I didn't want to screw anything up. I was afraid that I might displace events in the story. Like, I wanted to make sure all the story triggers happen at the same position. So, I had to make sure the dialogue I was using, whenever a box transition or whatever happens when it normally should. And that's why sentences will get cut off. So that's the reason. Guess I'm just like at Final Fantasy VII, right? Where I was so scared that I'm gonna fuck up the game every time I do something. Nah, okay. You see, Kamek confused with Bowser, and Bowser's a strong card already, and the fusion between them is really good. Banana Bunch gives you health. You confuse with another Banana Bunch to give you Energy Capsule. 2 Energy Capsules makes an M-Tank, and 2 M-Tanks makes something really nice. Cross Stitch is great, because now since I have Glovers in my deck, I confuse them. Okay, so I'd have 1 cross... Yeah, I'm going to add those first 3 in, not the other 2 cards. Get out of here, Von Clutch. Get out of here, Goomba. And... out of here, Wily. I will do Knuckles just to show him off. He's weak, though. I kind of already told you what he does. He mainly just has level 2 monsters for the most part, and has a chance to use Shovel Claws and a very small chance to use Stop Defense on you. Egghead comes back. Knuckles 1 is so weak, but hilariously enough, Knuckles 2 is like on a whole different league from Knuckles 1. Knuckles 2 is actually like, his deck is so good. I think it might actually be better than some of the low mages. Like, I think he could actually beat most of the low mages with his deck if he wanted to. Redead's an okay card. If you fuse him with Gerudo Guard, you get Wasteland, but that's it. Piece of cake. Boom. Beat you with the Red Koopa. Nah. Cream's okay, but I don't need her. Now we're gonna have a real duel here. Eggman 1. Dr. Eggman, as I call it. He's actually stronger than Simon. Still weaker than Spyro, though. He uses a combination of machine and nature. And his main thing you need to worry about is he can fuse into Metal Sonic, which has 2,000 attack. Gotta watch out for that. He also has a wall that he likes to use. He has Mother Brain as one of his wall monsters. He has he has average attack percent, 50, yeah, his hand size is 6, like Simon's is, I think. I actually can't remember if it was 5 or, I think I can't remember what it was. He's putting up his wall monster. He usually does that because it has a 1600 defense and none of his other cards have a base high enough. Unless he has Dr. Eggman, but the chances of him having a Dr. Eggman in his deck is super slim. Oh my god! RNG! Wow. The chances of a Dr. Eggman in his deck is only like 3 out of 2048. He actually got an Eggman out, which confuses any machine monster. He's an endgame card when it comes to when you get it. You get it, Eggman 2 and Eggman 3 can drop it. It's actually very good for easy Metal Overlord spam. This is tricky. To think he had that played out, I need to make sure I get the right cards out, or he's gonna beat me. Yep, his main Saturn monster has bad defense, the Zinger. Oh, a magic face down. Fuck, what was it that he uses for his magic card? I'm keeping Glover. If I could get his fusion, it will actually beat over everything he has. I can block with Zero Suit Samus. I just have to make sure I have Saturn as my Guardian Star. I'm able to block everything he has at this point. Cortex weakens beast monsters, but that's what he does. Midna weakens fiends, which is what Cortex was. And Eggman, he was a fiend too, so he gets weakened. Midna actually works out pretty well with this duel. I think Mother Brain was also a fiend. Zinger's not, but he has low defense. Right, I mean Ambush was his trap. It's the 1500 attack card. He's setting magic this time. I don't even have those. I mean, oh, actually, no, wait. Yeah, I have. Yeah, ZSS get boosted. That's what I'm talking about. You don't mess with this bitch. Taking out his wall. Oh shoot, there's his boss. He got Metal Sonic now. That ain't good. I should have I should have kept defending with her. I'll survive the turn. I'll survive. Oh, he's playing a face down. Good. More magic. Um. This isn't good. God damn it. I lost. I lost. See, this game can actually be tough if you don't dual Master G, but I can still win. Without dual Master G, I can still win. Okay, since Knuckles doesn't really matter, like, at all, I'm skipping him this time. Just going straight to Eggman. See, I'm referencing the equip combo, his shovel claws he has. Eggman 1 actually has a pretty good deck. He could actually beat the first two people of the tournament if he wanted to. Actually, he could be... I think he could even beat Crunch. Yeah. I think he could beat the third tournament fight, too. I don't see him winning against Mario, though. Mario has too many things for Eggman 1 to deal with. It's gonna be Mother Rain? Nope. It's Elecman, right? Oh no, it's Cortex. Gotta play smart, understand the AI. It helps you out. That is the salesman. I can't beat over that. Oh, there's the cross stitch. Okay. Right, yeah, it was Mercury. Now, Sammy. I'll use Koopa to bait it. Snare that weakling. I still can't beat over him though. over that wall. Ah, there's a Lek Man. Gotta defend. Another Ami ambush, huh? For ZSS when that shit comes out. Oh shoot! Yeah, he does have that card. Knocking me down with Cubot. Oh fuck! A Lek Man gets the boost too. I've made a mistake. I can be really smart and really stupid at random. You never know. Yep, it's over for me. Okay, no more fucking around. I gotta beat him this time. Metroid fuses into Mother Brain, which is a good card too. There we go. Now I can win this way. Even if he brings a luck man, I'll have a Guardian Star advantage and kick his ass with Oxide. See, this is a good effect. There we go. Oh my god, I got both parts? That's not common. To get both Orbot and Cubot in one run. I don't need to save because I know I just have to lose to Ganondorf. Ganondorf has the power. Yeah, I kind of changed the dialogue. I kind of like the new way he explains it. Both options have their own dialogue. Or the other option does anyway. And yeah, I didn't want the Millennium Members, I wanted Mystic Tools, because I don't know, I just wanted more things to be different. Make it feel like it really is a different thing. Wanted to incorporate things from every franchise. I'm too lazy to fix these typos and shit. I don't feel like it. Don't ask. You see these two fused together. That's 5 new good cards, yes. I'm keeping Glass Joe, at least 2 of them, because he's actually good. Dr. Light actually has a pretty good fusion later. Eh. Oh shoot. If I actually manage to win, which is technically possible, I think I can with Wizard of Crystal Castle. You get really good cards for this early on. They're not the best cards in the game. Cards you get in Final Six are still better, but like you get pretty good cards. Well, there is one unique card that he gives that actually is super useful though. Probably Power Pellet back there. Nope. It didn't happen. I'm not gonna win. Only if he decides to play a face down again will I survive. Nope. I'm dead. But yeah, early on, there's very few cards he can use that can even beat over some of his cards, and plus he has Power Pellet to weaken your cards anyway. It's hard to win this duel. Unless you go back later. Right, Wizard of Crystal Castle is a fusion that gets... it's a spellcaster, so it gets the boost from the field, and it actually beats most of his cards. long has this been going on? Oh, not that long. Please, will someone, anyone, enter chat and watch this? No one's watching this. I should just make a fucking video instead of a stupid stream. Why don't I have like thousands of subscribers who would watch my streams? I don't. Well, what happened to the game? Does that have anything to do with the stream? Is the game slowing down because of it? The game's all choppy now. What the fuck? The Hyro Company. Zelda is Kaiba. Oh yeah, I didn't explain, yeah, Ganondorf is basically just Fiend spellcaster spam with other high attack monsters like Rookaroo and Bowser just to fill it out. He doesn't really have anything that special going on. Honestly, his second duel is even more pronounced, where it's just a beatdown deck. Though he does have backup options in the second duel. Hasn't been going on that long, but I already kind of feel like stopping early. Might as well do part 2. Where you get to see the more interesting duels, because the duels in Egypt aren't really interesting, really, except Seto and Gandalf, really, and Simon. Everyone else, they're kind of just... let me just say that during the tournament, there's a lot more stronger and more varied cards you'll see. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it. No one's been watching this anyway, so why go on?